Hi guys, this week we're going to be talking about the benefits of buying a Grand MA, not only for yourself, but for your company. We're going to mostly be referring towards Company X and the owner, John G. We're going to refer to it as Company X and only refer to John by his first initial of his last name, just to keep everyone's privacy intact. Now, the reasons why you should buy a Grand MA, despite their price point, and yes, I know they are expensive, they are one of the most expensive consoles out there, but there is a reason for that. They have become the new industry standard. Yes, you can do anything you want with any other console out there. You can control any light to do whatever you want it to do with anything out there. However, the reason you should get a Grand MA and the reason we should buy one for this company is simple. 15 out of the last 20 shows we've done before pandemic hit, we have needed a Grand MA. We have either needed to have to call other companies, our competitors, and have them jack up the price on the Grand MA to get it there either that same day or a couple of days before. Not to mention, when we call them a few months in advance, when we do know we're supposed to have one on site, we give them the opportunity to go ahead and try to poach that client from us. Because we are renting the console, we are stuck to whatever rental price that they set for us. While they have the console in-house and they can go ahead and rent it out for free and eat up the cost. Therefore, they can take the show at a lower price than what we could offer them, since we are stuck having to pay that rental cost. In addition to saving on costs from renting the console out, owning one also means that you can rent it out to other companies, to tours, to wherever you want to rent it that needs it. So not only are you saving money on renting a console, you're also making money by renting it out. Now let's move on to why it is beneficial for the LD or the lighting designer to have this on site. Not only does it mean that we have multiple consoles in-house to learn from, it also means that you can develop a brand new skill, a skill that is actually extremely hard to master with the Grand MA. I've had to use one a few times before, and let me go ahead and tell you, it is a completely new learning process, and you have to learn it every single time from start if you are not constantly on it. With owning a Grand MA, you have the option of being able to download the software onto your MacBook or your PC and being able to build a whole entire show before even getting onto site. You can save so much time and so much effort by having this already made for you without having to set up a whole entire visualizer room like other consoles demand you to do. And with other consoles, to pre-do a show, you would have to be able to have the console there as well. With a Grand MA, you just need your laptop. Or, actually, I believe you just need your cell phone, which is kind of annoying, so don't use your cell phone. But anyway, with a Grand MA in-house, with your LDs learning on a Grand MA, they develop a brand new skill. They no longer have to call on other people and ask them, how do I do this? It's the console's doing this. I have no idea how to get out of this. You no longer have to call other people for help. You become the person that they call. You become that source of resource. You can not only send your LD out on other jobs that have a Grand MA there without having to worry about sending them out to something that they don't know how to do yet. You know that they have the confidence to show up, be able to get the job done without having to stress about the fact that this is a brand new console for them. They're gonna have to call so many people up, ask so many questions, and delay the whole entire process. Owning a console that is in high demand means that when you are on job site and you are stressed for time, you do not have to worry about slowing everybody else down, because it is a hierarchy per se. You do have to wait certain things for certain times. Other things cannot happen without something with the console happening first. You can't finish up one row without going to check that row to make sure it's okay before you start the next one. And if you have an inexperienced LD that just started working on this console because this is their first time on it, because you could only rent it for that day, means that you are setting them up for failure. You are giving them a chance to not work on this problem and slowing everybody else down. An 8-hour day turns into a 12-hour day, and everyone is stressed. Everyone just wants to go home, and so the work suffers for it. Having a Grand MA in-house means you are able to continue studying, continue improving on your skills, continue to always know what is going on. You never have to rely on someone else, and yes, you do have to rely on other people because the Grand MA is just so complex. You're never going to be able to get it all. Even experts have to call other people for help, and that is perfectly okay. But you don't have to be that person that calls for every little thing, and it's just the simplest of solutions. Oh, did you make sure X and X and X and Y is like this so you can make sure it's all working? You don't have to worry about that anymore because you know about it, because it is in-house for you to study, to learn, and you never have to worry about it. The newer generations are learning more technical based skills. They are learning more towards this technical based console. The way the newer generation works is the way the newer consoles work. Our minds work better with it. We no longer are restricted with the displays being here, the faders being here. You can make anything you want, do whatever you want. And let's go down to the bottom of the notes. Sorry about that, guys. So in conclusion, buying a Grand MA console, it's less expensive. You don't have to rent it out anymore. You don't have to worry about trying to find one to rent out because they are so in demand. You never have to call other states more often than not to try to get a console on site. You have one in-house. You're the one who gets to rent it out, and you never have to worry about having to negotiate with a competitor to try to get the price lower so you can get it down to your budget. Owning a Grand MA means you're developing the new skills that you need to keep relevant. You are developing skills for Disneyland uses this. You're developing skills to be able to do the Late Late Show. You're developing skills that have consoles that are in these major industries that you no longer have to worry about showing up and seeming like a little bit inadequate when you have to ask so many questions. And it benefits you as a whole company to have an LD that knows all the consoles out there. If they are aware of every single console you have in-house, you have a more versatile and unique LD. Most LDs out there know 1 to 2 types of consoles. Your LD will know multiple types of consoles. In that knowledge of knowing multiple types of consoles, you have something unique. You have someone who doesn't have to rely on a manual every single job site. You have someone who knows, oh, hey, you have one console type here and one console type there, and you're at a festival, and you don't have to worry about the fact that you have to have 2 different people to be able to run these 2 different operating systems. You have that one person who could teach someone who needs it and be able to run both perfectly for the show. In conclusion, owning a Grand MA saves you money, saves you time, increases your knowledge, makes you more adapt to the new world. It is a new generation console. It is a new thing, and it is the new industry standard. Yes, again, you can use whatever you wish to control whatever lights you want, but this is the new industry standard, and it helps everyone. It is greatly beneficial. With a well-practiced LD that is able to troubleshoot on all their own, you will no longer have to slow down the job site. Everyone can keep going with their perspective loads, and you won't have to worry or wait for someone to be able to figure things out. You already have it done. You can rent it out for whatever price you need. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. Owning this console takes the load off of your shoulders financially and mentally. It is a great less deal of stress for you as the owner and for your LDs as the operators to deal with. In conclusion, you should buy a Grand MA. Thank you.